I think inside each one of us, there's a tuning fork, and the things we do either align with that vibration or not. For me, music is one of my truths. I am a Virginia native. I was born in 1955, the fifth child out of 7 that my mother would eventually have. We were a musical family, not in the traditional sense, but we were musical because we all loved to sing. You had to let the people in the community, which was segregated at the time during Jim Crow, know that you were not just random, that you really could do some stuff. My father was extremely abusive to my mom. She didn't know how to write a check, never picked out her own clothes. It was that bad. I had 2 dads. He was an amazing father when he wasn't drunk. He was smart, he was literate, funny. He loved music. There was this one tune called The Drinking Song. He made it Drink Your Milk. Drink, drink, lift up your glass. Let's not frown, but let's laugh. Drink, drink, drink. La di da da di da da di da 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 da. Let's drink. Then we'd all be singing at the table, drinking our milk. I mean, that is amazing to me. Come down, rain, come down. That this black man from this little teeny town, Warrenton, Virginia, who refused to leave this place where lynchings took place, refused to go with his brothers north because he's like, the South is mine. I was born here. I love it here. I'm not leaving. Not to lose his passion for music and life and his whimsy. But when he drank, it was horrible. I have tried to remember what my mom looked like when she was married to my dad, and I just see this shapeless, faceless person. But she was also courageous. During that time that she was living under my father's thumb, my mom bought a piano without checking with my dad or getting his approval. That was a scary day. But the piano brought me nothing but joy. I asked my mom if she ever played that piano, and she said, nope, she never touched it. I'm a bird with a broken wing. My daddy pushed me out the nest when I was just a little thing. My mom left under the guise of going to visit her mom. She took me, a baby brother, and my older sister. I was 9. She didn't expect that my dad would go to seed as quickly as he did. He drank more and more, lost his job, didn't pay the bills. He was chopping up furniture and putting it in the fireplace. That was their only source of heat. It took my mom about 2 years to get all of her kids under one roof, and I never gave up the hope that my parents would somehow, some way, get back together. Because I loved him. I loved him dearly. But the freedom we had from being away from the alcoholism was tremendous. I was writing music and singing in the neighborhood band, and I met the guy I was going to end up marrying. Very musical guy. This was 1970. The Black Panthers were playing a heavy role, Angela Davis, and I was looking for answers. When I turned 18, I became one of Jehovah's Witnesses along with my boyfriend. We married 6 months later. And my father hated that I was a witness. Oh my God. He would say, "Your God Jehovah doesn't give a damn about you." So I would write these long letters to him, like epistles, defending myself. We were a very close-knit congregation. The older women just embraced me. They showed me how to nurse my boys, and we called each other sister. Being enveloped by acceptance and love, it was a beautiful feeling of belonging. But there is something rotten underneath. The religion teaches that women should be in subjection to their husbands. So a man can go to the elders, who are also men, and tell them his wife is not being in subjection. And if she continues not being in subjection to him, an announcement will be made. And then all the other witnesses kind of avoid you. Now, I was a good girl. And when my husband was displeased, I'd think of a way I could make it better. If I could just figure out the right combination. But there is no such combination. As the years went by, my husband became more and more cruel. And yet, he was this very charming person around other people. It was horrible. But then, in my mid-40s, so 95, 96, I started singing. I just wanted to have some fun. So we called this friend of ours who had a quintet. And he says, "Come on, yeah, we have every Wednesday night at the Ramada Inn." Woof! Something came alive in me that I forgot was there. He shouldn't have let me do it. He shouldn't have. Because that was it. I come from a long, long line. We were going to record my very first CD. Of strong women. My dad had given me the money because my husband wouldn't let me pay for the recording session. My husband came to me that night and he said, "Call off the recording." I got up and I started packing my clothes. As I was starting out the door, he grabbed me and slung me against the wall. He had never been physically abusive to me before that. The path she walked was far from fair. Once it was over, I got up and I walked out the door. When you're used to saying yes and agreeing to shit you don't want to do, but hidden from our youthful eyes, and then finally you're in alignment with your soul. Would look inside and find her way. That feels great. Took me a long time to be comfortable calling the witnesses a cult, because that says something about me. My father was so ecstatic that I had started singing. He would walk up to the musicians. "How y'all doing? What's happening? Sound good, young man." I would be watching him like, look at him. He's just in heaven. He loves this. And he did. But unfortunately, there was this period in '96 where every time my dad called, he was so drunk I could hardly understand what he was saying. I stopped answering the phone. And my plan, after so many months, I would open my arms back up to him and receive him magnanimously. The only problem was that he died before I could do that. And that is when I learned what regret really is. My dad's favorite song was Ravel's Bolero. He put the record on, and without saying anything, pretend he was an African hunter. His other favorite song was Suzanne by Leonard Cohen. So I put the two songs together.
Suzanne takes you down to a place by the river. You can hear the boats go by. You could spend the night forever, and you know that she's half crazy. But that's why you wanna be there. And she feeds you tea and oranges that come all the way from China.
You can only be who you are at the time. You cannot be the person you're going to be later.